Good morning, guys. Just wanted to recap my day. I think it's day 8. This is my 8th day trading on a real account. I'm just gonna log in real quick. So the stocks which I saw this morning when I first sat down at 7 a.m. were ones which I had on my watch list from the day before. So yesterday was Sunday, and then today's Monday. So today's Monday the 9th of June. Oh wow, we just see KLTO going up. I took my first trade at 7 a.m. right? KLTO, non KLTO, but this is one of the stocks which has been going up today. Looks like there is a resistance to the upside. There's ascending resistance. Let's see. Yeah, it looks like it's pretty defined. Just hit it right there. So I'd be careful. If it breaks this level, potentially I would think maybe a false breakout, or it's a good entry to get break above the resistance. We could watch. We could actually watch it and see what happens. Let's see. Is it gonna break? Or is it? Yeah, I'm not sure. Let's see. Yeah, it doesn't look like it's breaking, but I'm gonna leave it on the side here. If it breaks, I'll pull it back up. Yeah, it didn't break. It rejected. Fair. I'd be careful with it right now. It's also cheaper, so it doesn't fit towards my my trade. So I didn't really take anything on here. But the stock which I first saw when sitting down at 7 a.m. was SOGP. This was a stock which popped up about 6:30, and around 7, I saw this formation of candle over candle, and rode the momentum all the way up to 239. I tried to sell on the ask. My order got rejected, so I sold on last and ended up getting a fill of 227. But I bought at 201. Right here, I think I could just pull it up right now. See my account details. Up $20 today. Let me just open up my. I think I can go in account. And I could just check where I got my fills right here. This I can just close out. I don't think that's necessary. Here, yeah. So bought 100 shares at 201 and sold at 227. Made $20, $6 commission. So 26, but lost $6 in commission. And then the second trade I wanted to take, I ended up switching accounts to a paper account because I was just gonna take practice trades. And before I got a chance to switch back to my normal account to take the trade, I hesitated and ended up just buying into the paper trade. So I saw this pop up around 8, I think. Yeah, at 8 it popped up. It rejected, came all the way down. So I checked the news. There was news on it for I think there's an acquisition. Or let's see, what was it that the news was? Yeah, it letter of intent to acquire U.S.-based electronics manufacturing company. So not an acquisition, but there was news. It ended up rejecting, and it curled back up. On the curl, I watched for a break above this pivot and a break for the high. Over here I got in and rode it all the way to the top on the paper account, but this wasn't on my real account, so it doesn't really count towards anything. But yeah, this is my recap for the day. There's not much really. It's what, 9:21. My main goal is just to get in, get out, get green and get out. I have the recording here. I can show you guys what it was. This was around 7. So let's see. This is KNW. Let's go back here. Is this? Yeah, right here. I think. Let's watch. I think it was around here as it was curling. Let's see. What was it that I got in? Um, that was a 5-minute chart, so yeah, about there's I think yeah, it's 7 a.m. This is the formation where I got in. I think. Was it earlier or was it? Yeah, I think it was earlier. It was right over here when I saw it break over this candle. So at 2:01 I got in. I think that was a high of this candle. Let's see. Right there as it broke that 2:01 I got in. I think you guys heard the ding. 2:01 as I saw it curl up for a 7 a.m. spike. I saw volume spiking as well right here. And I assumed that it would break above the resistance, the previous resistance. That was my target. Back of mind being break of that target and anywhere higher, right? Until I see a sell signal, I wasn't planning on getting out. I was anyways going in with small share size, so taking half off didn't really make sense. It would just be taking full size off of the table when I get out for profit. So here it hesitated a little. It was still holding the resistance line at 7, but not at 7 a.m. But it was holding resistance line on the 15-second chart. It broke the pivot over here, and when it was hitting 209, 210, I was initially planning on taking it off because I didn't know if it would break the resistance or not or reject off of it, but the volume gave conviction. It looked like it was doing well, so I let it ride. I just waited for the momentum and volume to kick in for the next candle. So I'll just let you guys see over here. This would have been a good entry too for the break of this high. So this could have been a good entry right there to 15. And then right when I hit 15, it just popped up all the way. It was very, over here I figured this is very powerful. It's getting bought up. So I stayed. I held it. I held the position. And I waited for a break off the level because it looked like it was getting stronger with more volume. There wasn't much resistance going on aside from the one at, yeah, there wasn't much resistance from what I saw at that level, and it just instantly, as soon as it broke 21, it just kept going. Yeah, it just right to 39, and that's where I took my profit. I figured that was a good level to take profit and get out. I wasn't really planning on holding it any longer than that. So I tried to take profit over there, but it didn't work. Over here, I ended up selling at 27 on this red candle when I saw it hit. I wanted to hold for it to hold resistance, but I decided that it was probably not safe to do that, and that was a good choice. I took profit instead of waiting for it to curl back up. I thought if it were to curl back up, I'll just get back in. But it didn't curl back up. It rejected, it fell below the resistance line, and it was a good thing that I got out when I did, because, yeah. Anyways, well, that's it for this morning. I'll be back tomorrow for my same thing early in the morning, ready to trade, hopefully make profit on this account. I know it's a small account, $232. I mean, 6-hour commission does kill it, but let's see. I'm just trying to make sure that this thing can last. We're in a hot market, very, very hot market. So anyways, thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you tomorrow.